KDB.
The NFL season is going strong, and DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking up new customers with an offer that's even stronger. Bet $5 on any game this week and score $200 instantly in bonus bets. And DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of a sweetener offer every game this October. That's a lot of Cowboys games for you to gamble on. Get in on the game day greatness. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code VOCH, V-O-C-H, VOCH. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet $5 on the NFL. Use code VOCH on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the National Football League. The crown is yours.
Beats Planet.
I mean, Scott didn't tell me what's counting down.
Come on inside and get yourself something cool.
Luckily, I was looking over. Hey, what's up, Walker? Hey, all right, y'all. All right, man. Welcome. Appreciate y'all for being here. Love y'all to pieces. Got another show here today. Voch Lombardi live on the volume. Shouts out to DraftKings. Use promo code VOCH. You spend $5 and you instantly. Will Steele, they put the word instantly in bold letters. They make the font a little bigger, and they put that shit in italics so it read diagonally a little bit. You say instantly get $200 back in beautiful bonus bets. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to DraftKings for holding us down, man, trying to give Voch Lombardi and Will Steele a raise up here, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Hit all the volume buttons, all the Voch Lombardi buttons, all the Will Steele. But Scott, you know, people think that we had a fight yesterday and we ain't friends no more. Did you know that?
Seriously?
Yeah, people thought that we had a fight. We not, and you know, we not.
I saw it in the chat. I know people were running with the bit that we really hate each other in real life or something.
Yeah, like it's real. This is what I think it is, Scott. We say the same things, but I think you say it differently with more anger when you pissed off, and it sounds like we disagreeing.
100%.
Because look, I could be like, yeah, man, you know, we didn't run that much motion, and then you'll be like, we didn't run no motion, Voch. And it make it look like
we ain't run no mother motion.
Right? And it make it seem like but we seeing the same thing. And it look like we all, and it be somebody in the side room, man, Sky up here.
Sky hate him.
beating the shit out of Voch Lombardi, dog. But look, I love Sky so much, man. Ego don't get involved. I love, and we say the same thing, and I don't realize until I look back at it. I'm like, yeah, man, Sky was getting kind of loud, but he was yelling at y'all. You wasn't yelling at me. we was in the court, we was on the same accord there. You got a button lined up?
Yeah, it's just.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. We at least, if we gonna entertain you, it's all honesty. You know what I mean? We ain't making up no shit to, you know what I'm saying, to fight about. We fight about other shit. But like some real life stuff.
Bro, we could really have some crazy like fake debates based on how like our personalities is. But this is just genuine. And then we kind of like, all right, then lean into this entertainment a little bit. But
Scott, the wrestling fans we are, right? We could really pull a whole.
Oh man.
We could really pull some nonsense up here. And look, we know that gets the views.
Right.
We know Joy Taylor and Shady McCoy get the views, and me and Will Steele can fake argue, and I can act like I'm throwing this candle, but it really just end up on the couch somewhere for it. And we can really go viral as two Cowboy fans break up on the show. I wonder if the show still gonna be coming live, and we'll make y'all tune in the next day to see. We'll skip the next day to make y'all think we ain't going live.
That could really go crazy.
Sky, we could really go crazy on them, dog. But we
hit him with the Shannon Sharp. So you just gonna disrespect me for Dak Prescott?
God, if you let me finish, man, dog, I could hold my breath and make my face turn red. Like, dog, we could really get into this. But
It was
dog,
my turn. You told me it was my turn.
But I feel like once y'all realize the hoax is up, y'all won't rock with us no more. You know what I'm saying? So
we gonna have an episode, where Voch, all I hope when you lay your head down at night, I just gave it everything I got. But I'm moving on to Bleacher Report.
Hey man, I just remember hitting your DMs that one day, Sky, and you was enthusiastic, and you was like, man, I was like, hey, we had a good run, brother. And look, I'm gonna grab the way. What is it?
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
We had a good ride.
Yeah.
We had a good ride. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, I wish the best for you, bro. I wish the best.
Then I'm gonna go to Bleacher Report, and the next episode, Voch gonna be like, man.
No, see how in tune we are. Oh, sir.
Oh goodness.
Oh man, I'm like, get Sky ass up out of here, boy. I hate working with him anyway. Who he think he is? I'll never say this publicly about Sky. Look what he said publicly about me. Fuck him.
Look, next episode, Voch gonna be like, welcome to Voch Lombardi. We having technical difficulties. I got no producer.
What I do is I team up with A to Z Dallas, right? I'm like this. We'll simulcast on A to Z Dallas. Oh man.
All right.
We got some work, chat. We got some work. Let's get to work. We just can't cut up all day.
No, we could, but we can't.
It's 3:30. We ain't going no further than 4. So hey, just be ready. Hey, phone's lit today, chat. If y'all want to call in.
Brian Bradford said, Scott, put your glasses back on. Yeah, we should reenact that whole skit. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh man. Let me turn my fan up because I got a remote control fan because I'm fancy. Whew, it's warm in here. All right, man. Voch Scott go wear a shirt like George Cumberland. I had a fuck Scott shirt.
First the Fat Boys break up.
Oh man, that's a good one, Scott. All right, y'all. Like I said, the phone lines are lit today, man. We finally got them going. We had to fine tune some things. We had to pay a little bill. We had to get rid of some old files, but the phones are working today. So 202-926-1127, access code 309-104 is right there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love you. Cowboys had several linebackers in to work out. Will Steele.
Yep.
Several of them, they said. But workout was the term. None was official till a little bit ago. And now they expect someone close to the team, someone close to the situation is what they look. Well, I can't wait to drop my first someone close to the situation, and it'll just be like Chef Hoppy said or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this,
I had one of those. I don't know if you remember a couple years ago. Patrick Peterson.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, that was interesting. That was my one someone close
Yeah. Someone close to the situation.
Lagging. Let me see.
Lagging a little bit. 1, 2, 3. We good. Someone close to the situation, Sky. They said that the Cowboys expect to sign Rashaan Evans to the practice squad. Now, Sky, you watched him.
Yes.
I didn't. I just know of him from Bama days, right? And he is a Sam to Mike type linebacker, right? And this is just what I know from Alabama. So if he's a different player from his Titans, Falcon, just whatever, let me know.
Gotcha.
But bigger body dude, possible Mike type guy, block Shetty type guy, interior type dude, physical type dude. That's pretty much basically what it is, basically.
Yeah, downhill dude. This is it. So we like Devin Harper, right?
Yes.
When I say we wanted to see a little bit more of Devin Harper because he plays downhill. That's Rashaan Evans to me. He's involved in a lot of tackles, not all the time in the backfield, but he has 6 tackles for loss last year. But back in May when I had brought that name up, I was looking at him and I thought he could fit here because we only had one experienced linebacker, veteran linebacker. That was LVE, and he's a hurt guy. And what happened, Voch? He got hurt.
Got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt.
So I wanted to bring him in because I think that he could fit the room, and he honestly probably could have played next to LVE, but he didn't have the same speed as a Clark or what have you. But the mental processing, that's what you're big on at the position, right? Yeah, I think he can do that for you. He's involved, like I said, a lot at the line of scrimmage last year, 46 stops on the season. And I don't know if he's going to play extensively this week, but moving forward, I think he could be somebody that'll help that room for sure.
Yeah, 100%, Mr. Wolf. And that's going to be very important. Me and you talked about this jokingly backstage, but it is some real shit at this point. I looked up the RLAs just because I forgot, the linebackers that was on the team. So I just wanted to refresh myself. And the linebackers on the team right now are Damone Clark and Marquise Bell, and that's it.
Stop the cap.
I'm not capping. That's it.
That's all. And you being generous calling Bell linebacker.
And just like we said backstage, I thought Marquise Bell would at least be listed as a strong safety because he's a converted guy, right? But nah, they got him under the linebacker list. And I'm just like, this it. So, I don't think Rashaan Evans is going to be the only linebacker that we sign moving forward.
I wanted to bring in Brandon Smith too. Remember Brandon Smith, Penn State guy.
Yeah. Super athlete.
Now he didn't work out. I think it was Carolina.
Sure.
But give Dan one of these athletes and see what happens. I kind of wanted to bring both in because we, now you got a whole whopping 2 linebackers, Voch.
Sure.
We got 2.
It does. I think he was on the defense with Owe. I could be mistaken, but Brandon Smith. And look, we're not playing like Micah games, right? But he was the
people were saying that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was the linebacker that was the most athletic character on the field, but he just didn't see it the best, right? So if I had to guess, a guy like Brandon Smith, he's like mid 240s or something. And if I had to guess, peanut butter afterwards or whatever, like he's been in the league for a little bit now, a couple of years. If I was to guess, he'd probably be a little bigger than that now. Maybe you could use him as what like Anthony Barr was, being used as, right? And look, Van Der Esch was also, as much as we hated this guy, Van Der Esch was also an edge type guy. You know what I'm saying? So if we were to bring along Brandon Smith, we need dudes. So whether he's a teams guy or whether he's a guy that's going to help you in that pass rush sometimes thing, if Michael Parsons is a full-time linebacker, in which I don't think he'll be a full-time guy, but if he's playing more linebacker for you, at least a guy like Brandon Smith, if we were to sign him, he's a dude that can kind of, help you with the whole mix and match game. And I don't even advocate for bringing dudes off the street and playing them immediately. But we got 2 linebackers.
Yeah, I think Rashaan has to play. I just don't know how much.
Yeah.
Eventually they're going to have to sign Malik Jefferson to the roster, but right now he's not. He's still on the practice squad. He got one more call up. Technically, Rashaan Evans is on the practice squad. So if we're being honest, right now on the active roster, you have one legitimate linebacker, and that's Damone Clark. So, yeah, we'll see what they do with Micah too.
And it's interesting too, Scott. I just had a thought the other day. Could have been me and you. Could have been on the show. I just talked football a bunch. I don't know where the hell I said it at. But Van Der Esch is supposed to be, in theory, Van Der Esch coming out of boys where he's supposed to be, right? He's supposed to be somebody's will linebacker that you want to keep clean. but he was our biggest guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Van Der Esch was the big guy in our room. We haven't had big dudes. I think I even went on Twitter and I was like, boy, can you imagine like a big Rolando McClain type character in this defense or whatever? Because we've been missing size or whatever. So maybe having some size at the linebacker, you know, hopefully we'll still having size there at linebacker, you know, can help your D lineman even more in the run game. Hopefully that's what that means. Because me and you talked about it. J-Ron getting in those exchanges, man. Marquise Bell being a little bitty. Donovan's good because he's a missile and he gets there fast or whatever. But man, you don't want them big dudes banging on your safeties. Like pause if necessary. I don't pause for it. But you don't want them dudes on your safeties for real like that, man. Mm-hmm. So hopefully some size at the linebacker spot will be beneficial to us.
Great point.
Hopefully. But we'll just keep eyes on that. As of right now, Rashaan Evans it's looking like he's gonna be around. I guess they still gotta have a conversation about the other guys. But if I know anything about Brandon Smith, if he working out like he's just a workout guy, the workout gonna look good.
Yeah, you know that's why I'm curious about that one.
Yeah, it's just for sure. It just depends on, you know, if brother Dan sees a fit for him. And Dan likes athletes. So we'll see. We'll cross the road whenever we get there. Did we have any other news? We'll still just other miscellaneous Twitter stuff. I've been busy all day. I ain't really been on the socials like that.
That's pretty much the biggest thing to come out of Cowboys right now is the fact that they signed Rashaan Evans.
Okay. Turpin, just any news about him?
Not yet. Color Rush too. We're going to be wearing our Color Rush jerseys, but I haven't heard anything on Terp just yet. I still think that one's interesting because high ankle sprain and he ain't ruled out. Okay. Now how that happens.
That's crazy because he's a little bitty too, man. And everybody else I know that got high ankle sprains, they out for a little bit.
He must got low ankles and they just was like, you know what?
see, his high ankle sprain is really his knees. You know what I'm saying? So it all goes up one limb. You know what I mean? One joint. You know what I'm saying? So he good. He good to go. Sky, we can just quickly talk about the LA Chargers, man. I don't think that the LA Chargers require a whole bunch of analyze or whatever, not because I think they're a trash team or anything. I just think we have a good idea of who the Chargers are. What they are is what they are. Like, you know, all of their superstar players. We'll talk about them a little bit. And I think basically what they've done last year and since they've had, you know, since Brandon got there, right? They've been doing what they've been doing. Kellen Moore will come in and do some things with the offense, but if y'all have been paying attention, you know what Kellen can do. Kellen still run Kellen shit.
Yes.
And you know, me and you backstage, you know, Scott, I think it's fair now. At first I didn't think it was fair. But you know, if some Cowboy fans get some type of we miss Kellen Moore envy or whatever, I can kind of feel what y'all saying, but I still think there's something to finishing. There's something to the end of the game thing. If Kellen and them was, you know what I mean, so different from where he was in Dallas, then I think the Chargers will have more win. Like Chargers, like what, 2-3, 3-2, something like
2-2.
2-2. Yeah. And they lost those two games because of finishing. Like, these are close games at the end, and it comes down to your play caller. I also think
it looked very similar to Cowboys in years past, where you know defense didn't help you out, but you got a chance to go win it offensively. You just can't get it done early on.
Yeah. I also think sometimes, you know, Justin Herbert being so talented, the desire to lean on him a little bit kind of, you know, shoots him in the foot a little bit. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen is their favorite guy. Mike Williams hurt. He's out for the season, right? ACL.
Yeah, fortunately. I hate that
That's
for him.
huge. I hate that for him because he was on his way. He was about to have a huge ass year, but he's out for the year. But Keenan Allen, it's something about these route running dudes in Kellen's offense, though, Scott. I mean, we just had to be fair about that. These route running dudes, these slot mover, you know what I mean? Those kind of guys, whatever. Keenan Allen, as long as he's healthy, he's gonna be tearing shit up. 44 targets in the last 4 games. You said something later. He said, yeah, but Voch, he's like, what, 39 in the last 3 or something like that?
First 3 games, he was spammed. It was ridiculous. 39 targets. He had 20. Rightfully so against the Vikings. Vikings defense is god-awful.
Yeah,
but the way they use him is almost identical to how they how Kellen used CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. They're moving him around. He's primarily a slot guy, but they're getting pre-snap motion. They even did some orbit stuff with him. Yep. One of the things, though, that I did notice, how old is he now?
He might be 31. He's 31-ish, 30-ish.
I think you're starting to see that.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is they're getting him open, which is awesome, right? Like you want to get your guys open via scheme. They're doing a lot of movement, bunch of pick stuff for him. They're doing things to get him open, and the offense is running through him without Austin Eckler, or had been at least without Austin Eckler. But from a pure physical standpoint, you see the age, happening with him. And if you have good corners, I think you can man up with him. But the problem is if you do that and you get caught in a play where they're picking, and he'll spam that type of play. When I say that type of play, think about week 1 with CeeDee Lamb. Remember what happened? We ran that kind of double pick situation and he looped around. They do that with Keenan Allen, but like 3 times a game. So, and they'll do different versions of getting him loose as well. And he's still a smart, high IQ route runner. So just because he might have diminished physically, think Larry Fitzgerald. It doesn't matter if Larry Fitzgerald diminished physically. He mentally was still sharp and was able to get open and snag ball. So, Keenan Allen is the number 1 dude you got to shut down. We'll see with Eckler. He got hurt. I don't know what his snap count is going to be in his first game back, but Keenan Allen's the guy.
It's just frustrating, Sky, because when I was watching what Kellen does with Keenan, I was like, man, it's just let's just do this with CD and just easy stuff. Just get the ball. And CD is much more of a yak guy than Keenan Allen right now.
100%.
Like, what I'm saying? Just get CD the ball, something easy, something wide open, and let's just do that till they take it away. And then when they take it away, let's just move off of that. Like, this ain't hard. This ain't hard, man. So hopefully they watch a little bit of film and they can they can make an adjustment off that. Justin Herbert is really good. It's really good.
I said this in the offseason. He's a prototypical quarter. Like if you want to check all the marks, 6'5", has a little bit of mobility, cannon of an arm, be accurate, has an arm arrogance. He's a prototypical quarterback that you want.
When you hear me shitting on Justin Herbert, it's in context of he hadn't won games neither. So why y'all hating on Dak, right?
Oh, it ain't the talent.
Yeah, it's not. It ain't got nothing to do with the talent. The talent. You can. I was just watching him, Scott, and just one note is we have to be disciplined pass rush because that little bastard will move around and not.
Hey, you got that in your note? My note says the play ain't never over.
like get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like all the, it goes back to the Giants game. D-Law would have a sack against Daniel Jones, and Daniel would do some salsa move and D-Law back there. Justin Herbert gonna be doing it all night, man. He's already like a bigger body dude that you're gonna have to bring down, but he's mobile enough, dog. So you're gonna have to have rush discipline, and you're gonna have to finish the play. You have to, because if you don't finish the play, we've been talking about big plays, Scott, and it's interesting. The first couple of games, we felt like we were nitpicking about big plays. Then the Cardinals game, we were like, all right, that's a couple more big plays.
Giant plays.
Right. And then San Fran hits us upside the head all night with big plays because they talented. Don't let Justin Herbert make big plays on you, bro. And I think you can get pressure on him. You can get to him. You just have to bring him down. If you got to go for his arm to make him, tuck it as opposed to keep trying to throw it or whatever, do that. But you got to stay disciplined in your run lane because he can move, and you have got to bring him. You can't just reach and grab and pull him down. You got to tackle that something because it is so annoying. When I was watching it, how many times he could have gotten sacked, but he didn't. I was like, man, that'll piss me off if it happened to us. If it happened to us, it'll piss me off.
There was a play, I'm going to recall here. You remember Vince Young and Matthias Kiwanuka, I think it was, where this was right when they started to flag defenses for hitting quarterbacks too hard. Yeah. And Matthias Kiwanuka came in, had a clear shot at Vince, got right on, basically hugged him and let go.
Yep.
Vince scrambled around, made the play first down. They go down and win the game.
Yeah.
Almost identical play for Justin Herbert against the Raiders. Number 5 gets a clean lick on Justin Herbert. Essentially, Bear hugs him and lets go because he don't want to get the flag. Herbert, it should have been a sack fumble, honestly. Herbert stayed with the ball, pulled the ball back, rolls around, throws it to, I think it was Johnston, first down, keep the ball moving. Play's not over. Hit that mother. You have to.
Yeah. You got to hit him, man. You got to hit him. Trey in the chat box says add mid-show. Okay. We ain't hit that button. we didn't hit the add button. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hit no ads or something. Hey, why you ain't paying for YouTube, bro? I don't know. we just talk. You see my hands.
Maybe YouTube did it.
It might have been automatic.
Yeah.
Hey, we ain't do it. Don't even do it. Pay for YouTube.
In regards to the sack stuff, though,
Yeah,
he is so. I think there's a gift and a curse, and I'll go into this even more in the morning. But with having that big arm, and he has a career high right now with average depth of target. He's holding the ball, right? You're going to hold the ball a little bit. Yeah. You're going to have chances to get after him, right? Mm-hmm. And he's having now, I think, a career high in pressure to sack percentage because of that, which we are accustomed to. We've seen that before in this system. The system wants you to kind of allow routes to develop downfield. You got to hold the ball. You're going to take some sacks from time to time. Yeah. Also, what comes with arm arrogance, rightfully so, the dude is a prolific passer, is that we're going to take chances now. Yeah. And when you take chances, you got to make them pay. If you don't make them pay, the Raiders, they lost 3 points. They had a chance to flip everything in that game with an interception in the red zone. You dropped it, right? They eventually did get him. But he has a higher turnover-worthy percentage than he's had in his career. In fact, he's doubled it this year. He's got half of his turnovers that he had last year already in 4 games, turnover-worthy plays in 4 games. So because how good his arm is, he's going to give you shots. And it's not in the same vein of Brock Purdy where the ball comes out quick. Yeah. Nah, the ball's not coming out quick here. He's going to let his guys get down the field, and he's going to make some throws. So you got to be ready for it.
Yep. If y'all want to call in the show, it's 202-926-1127, access code 309104. We haven't given y'all a chance to talk very much this week because technical difficulties, but hey, we here today. But don't get it twisted. If y'all don't call in, we'll just clock out. If you don't call in, we'll clock out. It is what it is. We love you. Austin Eckler, he's probably going to be coming back this week. We don't know if he's going to be on pitch count or anything like that, if they're going to work him in slowly. But week 1, he had 16 carries for like 117 or something like that.
Yeah, they rushed for like 250 in that game.
Yeah. And 4 catches. Now, Austin is a dude that you're going to have to, deal with and worry about. And he's going to give you challenges. But we've seen scary running backs all year. We just dealt. And look, this is my biggest point. If y'all don't take away anything from this whole situation, me and Scott just said this, bro. It's not going to get scarier than what you saw last week. Nothing on it. Like Justin Herbert's better than Purdy. And look, I respect Purdy now. You know what I'm saying? But besides him, everything else, bro, it don't get no scarier than what it was last week. You know what I'm saying? So Austin is a threat. But so is the last, excluding the Patriots backs. But so are the last few backs you've been running up against and shutting down and dealing with.
McCaffrey wasn't your issue on Sunday.
He wasn't your issue. He ran for like 50 something. So Austin Eckler, he's one of their weapons. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck with you, but it is what it is.
One of my favorite backs in the league, man.
Yeah.
Just a really good dual threat guy.
100%, Mr. Wolf. That's about it on the offense. We know what it is to expect. If anything, we know Kellen. So hopefully, hey, Dan, this will be a fantastic bounce back game for you, dog. The whole defense, get our confidence up. Let's beat the shot, Kellen. Get the bye week. Yeah, get a little more healthy and move on.
Yeah, it won't be easy, but a couple players, some underrated guys on that offense. Josh Kelly, Josh Palmer, the running back, kind of Rico Dowdle-ish, physical guy. Josh Palmer, another physical receiver. He's now basically the wide receiver 2, essentially, because Mike Williams is out. Made a big clutch catch at the end of that game against the Raiders, but he's flashed throughout his career in LA. I think he's an underrated guy. Look, they love big receivers. Like that's how the Cowboys used to have a 6'2". Everybody, that's kind of how they are there in LA. They like big receivers, so it's not like quickness is going to kill you in this game, but size is, and you're never really covered because of the size. And with Josh Palmer and Keenan Allen and Johnston, Herbert's going to throw it to him, whether they're covered or not. So those 2 guys are underrated. And then Parham in the red zone. He's big dude. And he comes from, I think, the USFL or XFL, one of the 2. 6'8" red zone target. So those kind of 3 underrated dudes in the offense. And then your boy, Slater.
I love Rashawn Slater so much. He's so good. It's crazy. We've been dealing with, lines that have been like, all right, I love the left tackle. And there's like a whole bunch of other characters. They got my mans too.
Sawyer
too, but it was another character. They got he was in the draft with, he was a guard. He was in the draft with what's his face, but he's probably hurt, I think. I think he's hurt because I ain't seen him.
Yeah, they start you're talking about Zion
Wilson. Yes, sir.
Johnson.
Yeah. I said Williams. Zion Johnson. Yeah. He's hurt, huh? Because I ain't see much of him.
I think he should be. I mean, unless he got hurt in the last game.
Chargers are
My favorite name on the entire offensive line, though, is the center.
Let me go look.
Will Clapp.
Will Clapp. Shots out. I like Will Clapp. I remember Will Clapp. Jamar Sagi. Yeah, okay, cool. Zion playing. I remember all these offensive linemen, man. I really been draft guying for a while. Okay, so cool. This offensive line, different than the last few. I actually got faith in a lot of these dudes, but I still think that we can.
I like him in pass blocking more, but Max Crosby had a good game against them. Yeah, really good game.
All right. As far as a handful of defensive notes, they run most too high looks or whatever, right? A lot of cover 2, and a mix of 4 and 6. I feel like I saw some cover 4 and some cover 6, but it's all the same shit. Too high, dog. Too high.
Yep.
Yeah. They'll cloud cover the corner sometimes, but at the end of the day, you got behind the corner and you got middle. And I ain't even really see them switch it up with, Tampa 2 type shit, Scott. Because, sometimes you'll play against cover 2 teams and the deep middle be open, and then they'll Tampa 2 you sometimes with the mic, and they'll be like, I took this away. I ain't even see that. It's just there all day. So if you want to work the middle is there. If you have outside threats, I think those safeties will kind of give a little more room. So it's even more middle for you to go out there and once again, Sky, and I'm getting sick of saying this. I'm getting sick. Let me cut the music. I'm getting sick of saying. If they just happen to give you a different type of look, if they just happen to give you some deep shit, this would be a fantastic time to move Cooks around and just do shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to put him in the slot and run seams with him, you want to run posts with him, you want to do some middle stuff with him. When they do finally adjust, you can then hit him to the outside behind the corner. This would be a fantastic time to get him involved. But if not, this looks like a CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, Jake Ferguson game. I really want us to get Brandon Cooks involved, and I think Chargers for the most part trying to take away the big play from you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to give away huge plays, so Cooks may have a little issue getting going there. But dog, I think Cooks is a guy that you can move around and do whatever with him, not just run 9 routes with him. So hopefully there's something to be done there. But
there is. Get under center. If you get under center, I've watched 3 games now, that defense, and for the most part, when teams get under center and run play action, something's available. Usually a big play or a quality play, and you can run under center too. That's I know you're talking about the pass game right now, so I won't go jump into the run game. But from a pass game standpoint, spot on. They're top 10 and too high, and they're number 1 in using middle of the field open coverage. So that's the seam stuff you're talking about, right? Like I don't care if it's CD, if it's Cooks. Turpin, if he plays, I don't know. Hey, can we get some Jalen Tolbert possibly? But this has to be a game where we got to stop avoiding them. Like we're not sending anyone down the seams unless it's for a clear out.
Sure.
And the clear out is not even really a clear out because there's nothing underneath it. It's really weird, these concepts. But this is definitely a game where you want to get some things going in the middle of the field and then have something available underneath it. Because this isn't – they got rid of J.C. Jackson. I don't know what's going on over there that for them to do that because they haven't covered well. They're last in the league in pass defense because they're going to play that clog and cover. We'll just take what the defense give you and matriculate down the field. When they get down the field, they tighten up a bit. But you obviously have the advantage. From a pass game standpoint. Sure. But you just have to mix it up. It can't look like last week. God, it can't look like last week.
I don't know if Derwin James is going to be healthy, but he's all over the place guy. He's and I don't want to see Derwin James, dog. But he's going to be all over. Joey's not playing?
Apparently. I mean, from what I read this morning, he seems doubtful, hamstring situation. But
they said Joey dealing with a hamstring in the toe. So if he's doubtful, that's big business for us because I think besides that, we could beat the shot as D-line. Or at least the down guys in particular. We're not the Raiders, so I don't think Matt gonna go too crazy because we're not the Raiders.
6 sacks was fucking nuts.
6 sacks is bad, but hey, that's Raider shit, but whatever. To your point though, Scott, besides the Dolphins, because all I saw was 10 carries to Mostert there. Josh Jones, 17 carries, 58 yards, touchdown. Madison from the Vikings, 20 carries, 93 yards. Derrick Henry, 25 carries for 80 yards and 1 touchdown. They attacked them boys up the middle a whole bunch.
Yes, and the backups for the Tennessee and Minnesota got busy too. They had some good plays. It's, again, I don't want to keep sounding like a broken record, but it's a different ball game from last week. You're not really dealing with the Fred and the Dre Greenlaws at that second level, and you're not dealing with Rick Armstead and Hargrave. So get back to doing what kind of got your offense in the flow, and that's under center, play action, the balance. I get that that's part of this offense. It ain't going nowhere. Now, you can get more creative in regards to the pass concepts, but there's nothing wrong with getting under center and getting to the flow of the offense. That's going to open up things behind the second level.
Especially, Sky, and I've been saying this for a little bit. I've been back and forth, with you a little bit. Not arguing, guys, but me and Sky just been talking. Like, I would just love for us, and shouts out to the shotgun runs and all that. But I think they have their place. What I've been seeing from a lot of these shotgun runs is we'll run RPO or like some read option stuff, and Dak should pull it, but he ain't pulling it. If he ain't gonna pull it, we don't need to run the shit. If he's not gonna pull it, we don't need to run the shit. What I would love for us to do is to just go forward sometimes, not all the time, right? But I just have faith in what Tyler Smith can do. We got Zach Martin. Biotish combo with those guys are fine. Terrence is already a run blocker. I love Tyron Smith moving forward at this point in his life right now. I would love to just not always have to work sideways. Sometimes you can get your athleticism going. Sometimes you can pin and get your big boys in open space and Tony cut the shit back inside when it's wide open outside. Like, you can do those things sometimes, but man, I would just love to see what it looks like to just wear a front seven down by just running Tyler Smith into him, running Zach Martin and Bigadish and Terrence Steele and them into. I would love to see what that looks like. This week is a fantastic time to get it going. I don't think they. Let me see.
Man,
Nick Williams,
shotgun run stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they do over there. And by the way, it's another thing they do in LA. They run a whole lot of shotgun.
Scott, time out, Scott. You just did it. It sounds like we disagree, but we just agreed. You just did it again. They gonna say we fighting, Scott.
I ain't worried about them.
All right, go ahead.
But that shotgun run stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I would you forget all that. You gotta get sideways, but there's ways to get sideways, right? Like, there's ways to get horizontal. You got to use that athleticism, like you said.
Cooks and Turpin did it last week. Cooks and Turpin did sideways just fine. Yeah.
Cooks, Turpin, TP. I don't know why TP cut it back in, but there was something there for TP. But please get under center, man. Like, I don't know. I should have brought the film here. I told you before the show. I forgot to bring it up, but I promise you, if you want to go back and watch it, I put it on this morning, and I clipped up 3 games, and a whole lot of under center was successful. And even when you might only got 5 or 6 yards, that play action, when you said they don't like to get beat deep, guess when they got beat deep?
Play action.
Under center play action.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all, me and Will's show are not the same show. He doesn't just come here and just say the same shit that he said earlier. We're 2 totally different shows. So you would be doing yourself a disservice if you're not tuned in to A to Z Dallas in the morning, 8:30 to 10:30. He does some fantastic work there. And our brother Okoye Media shows up and does some fantastic work with him on Wednesdays.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. Yesterday we had Okoye on, but it's usually Wednesdays. But yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesdays. You just don't miss shows, motherfucker. And then Pat NOC Walker shows up Thursday. So it's some fantastic work that he does for the scientific method.
Thank you, bro.
He does fantastic work. Fantastic work. But me and Will still are. I mean, we just 100% agree. I would love to see what it. We don't need to be finesse on the offensive line. I would love to fire off and just hit people, combo block, and just take D linemen and drop them on top of linebackers. That's in the O-line handbook, Scott. People think I just be saying, just weird and exaggerated and hyperbole and all that. That's really in an O-line handbook. If you combo blocking, when in doubt, take the D lineman and drop them on top of a linebacker. I was taught that from 3 different O-line coaches, Scott. That's real shit. And if you got Tyler Smith, who moves people? Bodies hit the floor with Tyler and Kratos and Bigadish and all them. They move people. If you can move people, let's play to your strengths, especially when Rico Dowdle come on the field. You don't want Rico playing sideways. You want Rico banging his head upside helmets and shit. You want him getting hurt and shit. You know what I mean? You want him delivering blows and shit like that. You don't want to get too cute with guys like Rico Dowdle. Save the sideways stuff for your sideways players. Use your physical stuff for your physical players. Mike McCarthy. I know I'm just a YouTuber, but shit.
Nah, I mean, fantastic analysis right there. Because what you don't want to do is get caught in these like third long situations, and now you in shotgun majority of the day, and they just teeing off on you. Not saying that they got that, type of San Fran line, but I mean, Pratt just came off of a six sack game, so he's feeling a little bit more comfortable after being quiet the first 4 games. Talking about Mac, and then they got the young buck, Tui Polotu.
Tui Pelotu, yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, he's having a pretty solid start to his career too. And Fox is kind of one of those hustle guys. Like he's not going to stop, getting after it. But it ain't that, right? It ain't last week's situation. However, most teams have some guys that can get after it, and obviously Tui Pelotu can get after it a little bit too. And Fox is a hustle guy, so.
Sebastian Joseph Day, Nick Williams, Austin Johnson.
He had a play where he just destroyed somebody's son, as you would say. I think it was against the Vikings. But for the middle of the field though, like the middle where you talking about just running. I mean, I like Kenneth Murray when he came out.
Sure,
but
Oklahoma.
I'm not afraid to run at him. Eric Kendricks, look,
we just saw Fred, dog.
We just saw Fred.
Just saw Fred.
Eric Kendricks has been fantastic when he was in Minnesota. He's getting up there a little bit, right? Getting up there a little bit. You're like 9 or something like that. He ain't the same Eric Kendricks, but he better than whoever number 31 was. So, I think we need to get back to doing what we did the first few weeks of the season, and that was kind of run that dudes downhill, get the play action going.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I mean, I think it's a very, it's a very winnable game. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I think that we're talented enough to beat any team that we run it against, man. We gotta execute, put it all together, man. We just can't be making silly mistakes. We got to be who we are. If we are who we are, we can beat anybody, man. And we'll just tap into the phones and just see what the business is.
Well, right now we got to figure out who we are. No, that was a real thing. I mean, I know where the button's at. I'm just saying we got to figure out who we are, bro.
I got two.
We gonna do it. We gonna get that. Lord willing. We gonna pray about this guy. We gonna pray about it.
We gonna pray about it.
We gonna see what the business is. I don't want to say nothing about Jerry Jones, dog. I've been tagged to all the posts. I don't. Now, Sky, we got a very particular slate of calls here. I'm gonna go ahead and wait.
The conference has been locked.
I'm gonna go ahead and lock it now, Sky. Now, these are very scary times for phone calls to be open, and I don't know the numbers. This is a very scary time, right? It's a very scary time. So we normally play clock game. I don't want to play clock game today.
What? I'm not gonna know 5 o'clock.
Well, no, Scott, we're not gonna be here forever. But what I will do, we will get through the calls, whatever, right? But I want to play the nonsense game or whatever, right? So I'll let you talk and we'll converse and good call. Good. But the minute you say, well, Voch, how long is it gonna take for Trey Lance get going? We gonna get your. I actually want to find like a sound that I can play. Like if I hear nonsense that we could just hit it and just get up out of there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's I don't know.
Godspeed, Voch.
Yeah. What's up?
I said Godspeed.
We'll see. Good luck to you, Voch. We'll see. All right, man. Let's start at the top of the platinums and we'll work our way down the what's the names there? Down the numbers we don't know. Charlie Murphy, is this saved correctly? Charlie Murphy?
Yeah, that's Charlie Murphy. I haven't called in a long time.
Yeah, man. So me and my brother, we was watching Cowboys game, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Charlie Murphy? What you got for the show?
I'm good, man. Still recovering from Sunday night a little bit, but
yeah, man,
I haven't given up on the season at all. I had a few people walk me off the ledge a little bit, but I just wanted to pick y'all's thoughts about my thoughts that I'm about to share. So basically, my homie was like, well, last year the Chiefs won the Super Bowl and they lost to the Colts in the regular season. The Broncos and the Seahawks played in the Super Bowl, and that's two of the top teams from each conference, and the Seahawks blew them out. Basically like shit happened.
Yeah.
I was wondering to y'all, if we do play San Francisco in the playoffs again and we can't come across them again, are there teams that just get that big of an ass whooping and then they come back and it's like a completely different story in the playoffs? Like with how different we looked from the 49ers that Sunday night, is it even, I know anything's possible, but can we even close that gap at all between now and the playoffs in the same season?
Well,
I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, I'm sure people still have faith in the Miami Dolphins, and the Bills just beat the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, losses happen. This loss wasn't a good. There's no such thing as a good loss for me, for real. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't look good at all. You know what I'm saying? If I could chalk it up to anything, right? I mean, we lost in a horrible fashion, but at least I feel like if we clean up some of the nonsense that we walked out there, and we take care of the football, and we clean up penalties, and we get on this roll where we're seeing us, okay, well, this is a much better, iteration of what the West Coast offense is supposed to be or whatever. If we can do that and over the next couple of games or whatever, then yeah, I feel better playing San Fran in the playoffs or whatever. Because I felt like going into the game last week that we had a good chance to win the game, but they just got to show me better. So yeah, it's possible. But as of today, as of 10, 11, 23, San Fran gonna beat the shit out of us again. I hope we get the 2 seed, and I hope that somebody beat them before we got to play them again. So yeah, that's just where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
but I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I will say, like, I think San Fran is the class of the NFC, obviously, right now. And then honestly, Detroit's in the conversation for number 2, Philly, and then us. And I know everybody's knocking us from Sunday night, but we played Philly well every single time. Like,
Dak beats the shit out of Philly every time he plays them. Yeah, I got you.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And so I'm not afraid of Philly. Like, I think that we can handle and stand our own with Philly pretty well. Yeah. And the Lions. The only team is just the 49ers. But yeah, I just wanted to call in, check in on y'all and say thank y'all for what you do. Giving us insight that we don't see and paying for the ability to watch the film that we don't want to pay for. So, yeah. But yeah, I love y'all and respect y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you, man. Good call. Scott, you have any other comments or what my man Charlie Murphy had? Charlie Murphy had.
No, I appreciate the call, Charlie Murphy.
All right, moving on. Scott ready to go home. Oh man. All right, cool. Hey, yo, Scott, hold on. Time about put me on mute real quick. I'm about to mute the phone.
Shit.
I'm about to mute the phone.
Check, say something. Okay, yeah, you muted. Oh no. I hope he up out of there, bro. Come on back. Come on to the Omni. We got you.
Look, Voch will hold you down. You know what I'm saying? We safe over here.
I got some room in the crib, bro.
I got some room over here. All right, man.
Is that where you? I'll talk to you about it off the air. I didn't know he was there.
No. He ain't there, but it's like,
right. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. All right, let's go. Let's get Frank on the phone. What up, Frank?
Frank Lucas. Do magic.
Hey, look, I should hold you down. You know what I'm saying? We safe over here.
That is what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Is that you?
That's me.
All right, man.
Oh, what? I'm confused.
What's Frank? What's happening? What's up, Frank? Turn down your radio. What's up?
I'm sorry. I was a little bit short on you guys' new cast right now, but how you guys doing?
Life good, brother. We can't complain about it, man. What you got for us?
Cool, man. The offense, something that Will Steele pointed out earlier yesterday with Okoye in their morning film session. I watched that and I saw some things that he said. Yeah, they're playing shotgun all the time. Maybe they're doing that because Mike McCarthy doesn't trust the offensive line. Maybe he doesn't trust them. They're old dudes. They're injured up. They're banged up. What if they don't trust the offensive line? What do you think about that?
My whole thing about me, I look, if this was Hoffman, Richards,
trust that offense,
Bass and all them, like and Schumer, that Mike McCarthy got that shit off one time, and I was like, all right, cool, that makes sense. There's no excuse here, because if you don't trust your first offensive line, then
that's the thing. Maybe they don't.
Then you should not. Then you should not have come into this season with it. Like, you should have made much more. You should have drafted Bergeron, and you should have.
Who's this guy? What's his name?
Frank. This is Frank.
Overshown.
Hey, Frank.
Now,
Frank.
I think they should put out the defense more
now.
You want to make the team better?
Franklin.
Make your strong suit better. That's the defense.
Frankie.
Spread out your
defense.
defense.
He can't hear me neither.
Frank, can you hear me, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay.
You there, Frank?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So if I can remember what your question was about, you said, do they not trust the offense? You don't think they trust the offensive line, and that's why they're playing shotgun? Is that what you said? They're in shotgun so much? Hello?
I think it would make sense because if you would have them under center, then you would trust the offensive line, right?
Okay.
Your QB is closer to the danger.
Okay. So
Mike McCarthy doesn't trust his O-line.
Hello, Frank? Okay, so
Yes, sir.
how do you explain that the Cowboys going into that game were the second, ranked second in the league in under center snaps?
Because they didn't do it in that game, and you show that in the film.
Right. But you said they don't trust the offensive line. This is the first game they've had their starting five offensive line in
a
2
human feeling that I have.
Huh? Okay, Frank. We'll talk about it off air. Appreciate
Human
the
feeling
call.
that I have
This is why I should say.
because the center got injured.
Thank you, Frank.
Yeah, Frank, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Yo, this was a good one, Frank. I just don't think I don't think that adds up, man. I don't know if that adds up, Frank. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, it's still there.
Nah, Frank gone. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think the math in there, brother. We were under centered the most of any team in the national football. I mean, outside of the Vikings, with backups,
with Chuma,
with Chuma and them, and all of a sudden we don't trust the offensive line. So being a shotgun, I don't think has anything to do with trusting the offensive line. Yeah. I don't think that in that case, I just don't know why they abandoned what made them balanced and what made them flow when you got your best version of the offensive line. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got a block and shotgun too.
You got a block and shotgun. Let me ask you a question, Frank. Did it work?
I like how you asked Frank a question, but you know Frank go. You know Frank ain't gonna respond. Hello, Frank.
Hello,
Frank. All right, Frank go. Let's get Jarrell on the phone. What up, Jarrell?
Hello.
Frank.
Good,
huh?
I said, what's good, man? How you doing?
Oh, what's good, Jarrell, man? Shit, your life good. I can't complain, my guy. What you got for us today?
Oh, man, I got a whole lot of complaints, man. Let me pull this motherfucker over.
You ain't got a whole lot of time, though. So.
That's all right.
You ain't got
what you give me is enough.
All right.
After the Cardinals game, I've seen enough.
Right.
The Cardinals game was a winnable game.
Sure.
All we needed the man to do was go down the field.
Right.
And score one touchdown. The defense was playing good enough. That was a winnable game. When we couldn't go down there and get one touchdown, I said it's going to be a long year. If you can't go down there and get us one, when we need one, you know what I'm saying, defense playing us a game, man, I'm down to trade anybody but Diggs and Micah, and let's see if we can pull Shedeur, Caleb Williams. So if they ain't coming out this year, we'll wait for next year. I ain't tripping.
What's wet? Butt naked. Turn.
Oh, I'm wet, huh?
PCP.
Oh, I'm wet.
Pause.
Oh, I'm wet, huh?
Pause.
Oh, I'm wet, huh?
Pause. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm wet.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we all wet then. Everybody in the chat love a good wet one then.
No, they're not. I don't know that.
Yes, they are. They just lying.
No.
Yeah,
I'm wet. It's crazy.
Too. You tired of this shit too? I know you is.
All right, Jarrell, that's a little aggressive. I mean,
I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Hey, man, them the real ops, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Well,
I don't have ops.
We red and blue. We blue. They wear red. Them the real ops, man.
I don't have ops.
Shit, anybody in life got ops? Shit, you got ops. Well, you got ops here in the chat.
They not my ops. They don't like me, but I don't dislike them.
That's what I'm saying. They ops to somebody. Hell,
they watching me.
We all can't get along. God damn it.
They watching me. They putting money in my pocket.
I need 7. I need somebody to go down there and punch it in. God damn it. I don't need no guesswork. I need 6 or 7.
Okay, so how you gonna get Caleb and Shedeur though? Like how you humor me?
Everybody but Micah and Diggs.
Okay, but humor me. So you gonna bring in Caleb and, class. Hold on. So you gonna bring in Caleb and Shedeur with no Tyler Smith and no CeeDee Lamb and no Brandon Cooks.
I didn't say they had had to go.
You said everybody but Tyler Smith.
Anybody but. They ain't gonna take the linemen. You know who they want.
Anybody but Trey and anybody but who's Parsons. Okay, so that, and I don't know why I'm entertaining this guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Scott.
You good? I'm you now. I'm sitting back. Just
come on, I'm that guy.
I don't know what that means. So we trading all the good players. I do not. I do not. So you want to trade a Super Bowl contender to restart?
No, I want to get a quarterback, man. I'm tired of this bullshit. I've been down since the 90s, homie. I didn't see my team win.
You sound like Too Short.
Y'all other motherfuckers ain't never seen them win.
That's perfect.
I seen them win.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's a great thing when we win. I'm tired of this bullshit.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, y'all know it. Y'all know
I
it.
don't know.
Anybody who's seen championships know it's some bullshit.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's been some bullshit for like 28 years. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes, indeed, boy.
A whole lot of bullshit.
Okay, so how you gonna?
Tired of the bullshit.
Okay, so listen, how you gonna get Shador and
I don't give a damn. Go get me a quarterback. Somebody
but
go down there and get me a touchdown when I need one.
So let me ask you a question.
The boy looked like he came out of the Carter Projects or New Jack City.
So let me ask you a question.
That's the guy who said that in the chat.
Yeah. So listen, Drew, let me ask you a question. So when you get those quarterbacks, what if they not good as Dak though?
Shit, they gotta be.
Dak a top 10 quarterback in the league.
I watch SC every week.
Dak a top 10.
Williams a motherfucker, boy.
He's
you about a gangster.
But listen,
that motherfucker run.
But listen,
downfield,
Jarrell,
would have go and then rocked it hard as a motherfucker.
Can you hear me?
Hey, man. Hey, look, if I could get Caleb Williams, hey, I think everybody would sign up for Caleb Williams.
But you can't get Caleb, so you got to settle.
Why not, man? Why not? Let's try. How about let's try?
How about the Broncos?
Well, right now we can't try. We got a game on Sunday.
Tyron Smith.
But listen,
Fowler, your Chauncey Golston. I don't give a damn.
You're not getting first. You're not getting. I need winners. You're not getting a first round pick. You're not getting a first round pick for Tyron and Chauncey Golston, sir.
No, I'm giving them with the first round pick. I want a winner, goddamn.
They still not giving up
first with them and whoever else they want.
They're not giving up Caleb Williams for a 20-something pick. Of course you are. Of course you are. Your ass gonna be right back pulling that goddamn car over. They not giving up Caleb Williams for a first round pick, Tyron Smith and Chauncey Golston. That's silly. They not doing
He
this.
said that? Why are you even entertaining this right now?
All right, not Caleb. Go give me Shador.
Shador not gonna be there. Shador not gonna be there. Shador's not gonna be there. You want to know why? Because your team is gonna win too many games because your quarterback is good already.
I don't know about that right about now.
That's why
you can't go down and get us one.
That's why. Because your quarterback is good already, and they're gonna win too many games, sir. That's why. That's why you're not gonna get Drake May because your quarterback's gonna win you games because he's top 10 already. You gotta get a late round guy. You gotta get Penix or something, and we don't know if he's gonna be better than Dak Prescott, sir.
I'm gonna take my chance. How long Prescott been here?
You got to get the boy from Duke, Riley. You got to go get Riley or something. You're not getting Shador.
About him.
You're not getting Shador.
And I like Caleb Williams.
You're not getting
right.
Them two people. You want one of them two people? That's it. This is a good quarterback class, man.
You're not getting them.
I want a proven commodity. Them boys look like
they haven't proven shit. They're in college. What are you talking? They haven't proven shit. What are you talking about? Proven
commodity in college. Watch you better than me.
Proven what?
You watching on your TV?
Because Shador won some games at Jackson State. He proven.
Kellen Moore was proven in college.
You just traded that O-line away. You just traded that O-line away. You just traded that O-line away to get him.
Can we get an angry Voch in the chat?
No. That's silly.
I'm listening.
You really think Arizona about to look you in the face and be like, well, let's just give you Caleb because we getting Tyron Smith and Chauncey Golston back. You know what you think the business is? You think the Broncos will look trash? You think the hold on. You think hold on. You think the Broncos with Russell Wilson right now gonna really entertain you saying, yeah, send me Chauncey Golston a first and a second, and we'll just send you Shador. We'll just send you Shador.
We got the team to win. We just needed somebody to throw the ball back there that can give us 6 or 7.
So you're gonna have to trade away. You got to trade away all them good pieces. Oh, so I get it. Trey Diggs gonna so look. Trey Diggs gonna be like Travis Hunter for you. Okay, Trey Diggs gonna he gonna play cornerback and receiver like Travis Hunter for you. That's how you gonna get Shador, huh? That's how you gonna put because you just traded everybody else.
Okay.
You just traded everybody else. That's silly.
Hey, long as we get my guy in there, we'll
Who's your
figure
guy?
it out.
Who's your guy?
I don't know why you argue with a guy that says,
Who's
I
your
just
guy?
want my guy and I don't care.
I hope he's better than Dak. I hope he's better than Dak. Somebody that's
He's
already
better than Dak right now, from what I see.
Trevor
He
Lawrence.
go down there and win him a game.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
This ain't good for your mental health.
Yes.
These type of loonies you gotta let go.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I'm here.
So let's just say Mac Jones was available. Let's say Mac Jones was available at the. I asked you a question. I asked you a question. Let's say Mac Jones was available. I asked you. Let's say Mac Jones was available 15th overall. Would you take him? First round pick?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not? He's proven. He's proven.
No,
Championship quarterback. He's proven.
I said Caleb Williams.
He want his guy.
What about Justin Fields?
He want his guy. He wants a number 1 overall pick. Watch.
No. What about Justin Fields? He's available for you. No. Listen. What I ain't putting nothing. I ain't doing. What about Justin Fields? He's available for you.
I won't let you. I don't get down like that.
When did he go? When he went? Justin Fields. He went like 10th overall, 11th, 12th.
I don't want him. He played for the Boo Boo Bears.
I'm talking. No. You saying you say,
I want Caleb.
No, sir.
He could have stood on something, but he just sounded
halfway there.
Now you rambling. Now you're not saying nothing. I'm giving you valid. I'm giving you valid stuff back, and now you rambling. I'm telling you, Shador.
I didn't hear what you said. Hold on. Say it again.
You ain't been listening. That's crazy. I'm telling you, Shador's not going to be there, and I'm telling you, Caleb's not going to be there. So you're going to have to settle for one of these other quarterbacks. So I'm telling you, would you be fine? Would you be fine with a Mac Jones caliber quarterback? That's what I just asked you, sir. And your answer is no.
I told you no twice.
You're not getting the first overall pick.
They're not going to be there.
You're not getting the first overall pick. You're not getting it. Arizona's not giving it to you. Denver's not giving it to you. You're not getting it. Good luck to you.
I'm down to try to find out. You never know until you
Good luck
try.
to you. You'd be better off trying to get Kyler Murray, and he's not proven neither. So what you about to do now?
No, I don't want that.
You don't want nobody there. You don't want nobody there. You ain't trying to win. You don't want nobody. You might as well roll with Dak then.
I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn, man. What I get my mind made on what I want.
What he want.
That's what I want.
You getting fired. You getting fired.
I don't want no Mac Jones.
Gonna fire your ass.
I want them to do.
They're gonna fire your ass. What about Daniel Jones? What about?
You see, I'm pulled over.
What about? I need to.
I told you.
You know you like to get wet though.
All right, Jarrell, I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here, man.
What's wet?
I'm
naked.
I'm gonna get you up out of here.
Turn.
Hey y'all, the phone's broke. Fucking phone's broke. They don't work no more. Sky, let's read supers, man. Get up out of there. I ain't got time for this shit. What? Hold on.
Boy, you see what I've been doing?
The phone's broke. The phone's broke.
Shouts out to you, bro. Shouts out to you. I was trying to give. I wouldn't. I just stay back on this one, but I think you were trying to give him something, right? He's on to something. I get the venting. I get it, right? Let's get rid of him. That's nothing new. But he said, I want these two. That's what I want. That's it.
Yeah.
I want number 1 and number 2.
He don't. Yeah.
That's it.
4 and 5. 4 and 5.
Because they prove it. Almost. You almost. My bad, bro. You could have tagged me in, but sometimes I gotta get a break from the crazy shit. Boy, your mama show.
It's not funny, Sky. That shit ain't fun. That shit make me sick,
I know.
y'all.
I'm sorry.
They be mad for no reason.
I should have tagged it.
They be mad for no reason, Sky. Just to be mad. He said I trade everybody except Diggs and Micah. And then when he get the pick, he say, "Oh, they got this offensive line, this receiver core." No, the fuck they ain't. You got to trade everything. You got to trade it. You have to Herschel Walker to get Caleb, and then they still ain't giving you Caleb.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit more. What's his name?
Jarrell. Jarrell. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit more thorough. I get the I hate the quarterback, get rid of him situation. That's nothing new, but it'll be a little bit more thorough than these are the two I want. I don't give a damn. Trade everybody for him, and that's your argument.
You can be critical of your quarterback, man. I ain't tripping. You can be critical of your quarterback, dog, but just makes sense. Look, this ain't Twitter, dog.
Right.
This ain't Twitter. This is Voch Lombardi Live, baby. I ask follow-ups. I don't just like your tweet and move on to make you feel like you're doing something. I ask follow-ups and I need answers. Man.
Foot said something interesting this morning where he talked about Bryce Young and a couple of these other young rookie quarterbacks that if they don't have the coaching around them or the scheme around them or the talent, that's what happens with some of these bad teams, right? They get put in these situations. Then it's not going to be great for them. And I'm not saying that for us particularly, but that's possible, right? That you grab one of these guys and they don't work out. But his conversation's different. He want who he want and that's it. But I am not opposed to having a conversation about entertaining a quarterback. I just think there's a way to have that conversation. The whole everything, I want Caleb Williams, end of story. You know how much it's going to take to get that? I don't think you're going to get it anyway. Because whoever get number one pick, they're taking him probably, right? Like that's
So Scott, I was having a conversation with a very high caliber member of this Cowboy. I was talking to Brian Bros. I was talking to Brian. You know, me and him have conversations for no reason. We just talk sometimes, right? And I was like, you know what makes a little bit. I think the Cowboys should be looking at quarterback. Voch ain't being unrealistic here. Cowboys should be looking at quarterback. You're ridiculous if you think you can get Caleb or Drake or Shador. But if you're looking for Penix, if you're looking for Riley, Washington, Duke, those quarterbacks, even my man's from Notre Dame. I'm not mid-season form draft guy right now because I ain't got all the names right now. But this is a very deep quarterback class. A very deep quarterback class. It's about 8 of them I think can play for real. Now, if you're the Cowboys, you may get a guy in day 2 or something like that. And I think that you should move towards developing those dudes, especially if you think this whole Dak thing ain't gonna work long term. If the contract thing's not working for you, I think you should keep. Voch is a Dak fan, but I'm realistic here.
Right.
But don't come to me talking about you gonna get Caleb Williams because the Cardinals and the Broncos and shit, they're not having that.
The reason why I hate entertaining these conversations at this moment because we got a game in 3 days or 4 days.
We got so much shit to talk about.
It's still a good team. Like this conversation obviously can be had if the Cowboys go on a ridiculous, terrible run or get out the playoffs, whatever. But right now we in week 6 with a chance to win and go 4-2, get to the bye week, get healthy, and try to make something happen, right? But yeah, I think you can make a move. I don't think you can make a move if we're going to draft. I can't believe we're talking that right now. I can't believe it, but Cowboys fans. But if we're going to talk draft, yes, you can make a move, but I don't think you can make a move that. I don't think we're savvy enough to go from 21 or whatever, right? 20, whatever, to 1. I don't see that. Maybe to 11, maybe to 12, and maybe you get you hope Patrick Mahomes falls to you at 11 or whatever at 10. Maybe 15 or something. You hope one of those guys. But what I've learned in draft season, if you say there's 5 quarterbacks and you think right now 3 are going to go in the top 5 or top 10, I bet you 6 do. That's usually what happens the closer you get.
Scott. Bears, Broncos, Vikings, Patriots, Giants, Cardinals, Packers, Raiders, and Cardinals again. And right up under them is Jets, and right up under that is Washington, and right up under that is Tennessee. All the motherfuckers need quarterbacks.
Yeah,
you might get 15 quarterbacks in a row, goddamn it. It's not happening this year.
Yeah, people are emotional. He's tired of it. People don't like the quarterback. They're ready to move on. That's fair. I get it.
Cuss your play call out. Yeah. Now, if you want to look, hey, can I get the first overall pick offense coordinator in the draft? We can talk. If you want to go find one of these cats in college that's innovating the game, you want to go run and get them. Sure, there's no order associated with that. Yeah, go get a play call or something. But don't come to me about your quarterback. That ain't how that works, man.
All
right, man. Go ahead.
My bad. Nothing. I'm just trying to bring it down. I feel you though.
I'm good. I can't see you on the screen no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
What happened?
I don't know.
It's switched.
You got your A to Z. I feel like I need to see you sometime, man.
When did it switch?
I don't know. It's been up there for a minute. I thought you was doing something creatively backside. I just
let me fix that. You go ahead. You keep going.
Messing up the branding, Scott. Now, for the rest of the callers, this is very unfair to you. It's 7 of you. But Jarrell made me so mad. I might have to cut y'all time like in half. But I'm listening to you. Come in, make a pretty good point, and we'll go ahead and get you up out of there. Love y'all to pieces. Neil, what's happening?
Let me see. Yeah, okay, that worked. Give me a second, bro. I don't hear Neil, by the way.
Yeah, I don't hear Neil needs. We're gonna go ahead and move on because this is one of them days, man. 240. What's up? Who this?
Hello.
What's happening?
You got me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Primo, man, from Maryland.
What's good with you, Primo?
I got with y'all from Pussy King, and it's been a couple years ago, man. So long time listener, first time caller, or whatever.
Okay, appreciate you. Appreciate Foot. Salute.
Real quick, I know y'all had some agitating little calls earlier. Defense wise, since they so destined to put Mikey at linebacker since LVE went out, what y'all really think about his replacement in like reference to Sam Williams and Fowler splitting time in his position? And do y'all think they're gonna go a little larger with the Evans signing? Is that actual factual? Is that true?
I think someone close to the situation, they're saying that it's likely that he'll be signed and he'll end up being a practice squad guy. But even if your linebacker core is Evans and Parsons and some mixture of Clark and Bell still, I guess. This is more time for Sam and Dorrance and
thinking, man, like Clark, Evans, and Micah. Yeah. And they got enough D ends to kind of, you can't make up for Michael, but you got some D ends that's good with the run. Sam a little better with the run than Fowler. You can put him in on the pass. Right. Was just thinking like some ways of how they're gonna try to get around the situation.
Right.
And also, man, number 30, Slim need to get in the game. He was the only one that was showing heart for real. At the San Francisco game, he was trying. He was good. Yeah. But besides that, man, love what y'all do, man. Much respect to y'all, man. All praises due. And I'll listen from there, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, Primo. Appreciate you. Good call, man.
All right.
Scott, I will say this. If we going into a game and we know that passing is going to be a plenty, I think it's worth a conversation to think about your Donovan Wilson usage. I mean, he's hurt now, right? Donovan, is Donovan playing?
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, he left the game at the end. So
yeah, Donovan, yeah. But I think when we get into some of these versus some of these teams that really get busy in the air, I think it's worth discussing that. You know what I mean? Because Donovan, we always talk about Donovan.
J-Ron too. I don't like him in coverage this year.
Sure, we always talk about and Donovan's. When we talk about Donovan, we always call him one of our better run defenders or whatever, right? But I don't think it's strange to say that. Hey, man, let's look at Wanye over some of them. And something. No, you say no. Go ahead.
No, it's not strange. I don't give a damn. Pick one of the three.
Yeah.
Split the time because Wanye needs to get you out there.
At least I know Wanye, runs and covers better. You know what I mean? Like and J-Ron, man, what's his contract looking like, Scott?
I don't think he'll be here next year, bro. I said that. Yeah. Unless he gets an extension randomly, but he's the only one that doesn't have one in that room of the big three, I should say.
Yeah, I'm just not. So. I would love to have that interview, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just stop. I'm seeing the man. Yo, Scott, something else funny too. I forgot to say, man.
Doing no interview. Yeah,
I forgot to say too, Scott. In the game where what's the name? I think somebody got hurt, Scott. I think Jordan Lewis had to like go out for one play.
Oh, and Bland.
Yeah, Bland. And then Noah ran. Yeah. And I just got flashbacks from last year. I was sitting in my chair, Scott, no bullshit. Put it on everything. I said they about to throw right at this motherfucker. I said they about to throw right at Noah because I just know how this shit works. And they threw that motherfucker right at Noah and they ran right past him, dog. I was like, I knew it was going to happen.
I was saying to myself, is this karma? What happened with Gonzalez? The next play, they scored a touchdown. Now, it was a penalty, right? So it got called back. But unfortunately, Deron Bland came back to the game. But yeah.
Boy, they was looking right at Noah. And I'm Digimon me, boy. But sheesh. All right, man, let's get to these numbers. We don't know. 313, what's up? Who this?
Luckiest man alive. Hello?
Yeah, man. We got 901 from Memphis. 901 Memphis, hello? I don't know, Sky, man. 901 didn't answer, man. But anyway, we just gonna keep on talking, right? Yeah, man. So it's crazy that Noah Ignominy, man, he went out there, man. We just threw the ball right. They threw right to Noah, dog. I'm just like, dog. Like, do we not have a like a better alternative for Noah Ignominy? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the guy that traded for your boy.
Yeah, crazy. Kelvin Joseph sure could have helped in the slot there.
Hello.
All right, cool. Let's get back to the phone. Let's get back to the phones. Let's see. We got 313. What's up? Who this?
Hey, Mark.
What's happening? Who this?
This is Adele. I listen to your show all the time. I think you guys really are amazing.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. I'm a little disappointed, about the past weekend. But here's what I want to say.
Okay.
My expectations was like when we went and beat the Vikings last year. Remember, they didn't lose the game either. So I thought, okay, well, maybe this is that,
Yeah.
And so I listened to all weekend to different games, and all the underdogs were winning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Baltimore lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe, just maybe. But you know what? I just got to be honest. We do need some help with the O-line. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is debatable, but I kind of miss Zeke finding the end zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could count on him for that, man. We could count on him for that, no matter what, no matter. He's a little fat, a little chunky right now.
Right.
At the end of the day, he gave us what we needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my question is how can we get a little bit more beef on the O-line? And the last thing, and y'all gonna kill me when I say this.
Oh, please don't. Sky already. Go ahead. What you got? No, we're not gonna. Okay, Sky.
We appreciate you, Auntie.
Hang up, right?
No, you good. We're not gonna say nothing to you. Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. What you got?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have this ability to see just even before any pass is thrown how the temperament of my quarterback gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Why does he not? I know he's scared about moving around because maybe it's injury or whatever. A little scrambling ain't gonna hurt us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't stand back there and just hold the ball and he's looking for somebody to get open. Scramble. I watch all these other quarterbacks. I know they're maybe a little bit younger than Dak or whatever, but if you just put a little bit more scrambling and run a little bit like he did, I know his college days is gone, but if he ran a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I think, when he moves, we convert. We look good. So that's all I got to say.
Yes, I'm good. Yeah, Miss Hayes, we're not gonna kill you, but boy, when we hang up, we gonna talk about your latte. But we love you to pieces, and thank you so much for calling and tapping in with us, though, Miss. let me ask you a question, Miss Hayes. What you cook today? I'm just curious. What you cook today?
Oh, okay. So listen, I made some shrimp and salmon pasta the other day. So right. I'm rocking with the leftovers,
Okay, what's the sides on it? Did you have some sides?
Got a little green salad,
little
salad, what I'm saying?
Okay.
A little garlic bread, a little something.
Okay, a little something. Okay, well, Miss Hazel, thank you so much. Me and Will still about to tear this argument to pieces. Okay, thank you. Okay, we love you. We love you, Miss.
Stop fighting, boys. Stop fighting.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. So sorry.
You have a good one now.
All right.
My mama said, "Respect my elders."
You know you like to get wet though.
She has the ability. So I'll just go with offensive line first. The whole, I
we
wish
need to add more beef on the offensive line.
Yeah, I just think, the type of runs that we, it goes back to under center. You know what I'm saying? Zeke would line up in the backfield and he would go forward with those guys. I just don't think that we're doing much of that anymore. Tyler Smith, fine 73. We showed on the film, and I almost said, he's beef added. Pause if you need to, but Tyler is beef added. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's the type of runs. Yeah, we do some sideways things, but like me and Will said earlier, if you get under center and just hand it off, you'll be back to Zeke land. If you just hand it off to Rico under center, I think you'll be fine. You'll be good to go.
I think you got enough up front.
Yeah. Scott, what you think about this magical ability Dak is Dak ain't scrambling enough. What you think about that, Scott? Just curious.
Dak can't run no more like that. Now, do you got to move the pocket? Can he, move around a little bit? He can do that for you, sure. But I think we just need to get it out. He ain't running like that. That running thing over, bro. He's running like he's in mud at this point. So
yeah,
nah, he ain't gonna get. Somebody brought this up earlier. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it's Brandon from Franklin Football.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to talk to a quarterback, he was talking about maybe like Ben Roethlisberger, one of those guys who were bigger quarterbacks that didn't have the crazy athleticism, but moved the pocket, used it enough to get by.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dak's not the same Dak from 8 years ago running the rock. So,
we got to get through these next few calls quickly because we got to be gone. 714, what's up? Who this is? Quickly.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? It's Mario.
What's up, Mario? What you got?
I've been listening to your show for a while, but it's my first time calling.
Appreciate you. Ba-ding.
I was just about to.
What you got for us, Mario?
Yeah, I've called. I've called Sky's show a couple times last year, but I love enjoying like listening to you guys. So yeah, but I'm pretty stoked. Just about the defense that we have. I know it didn't seem like it this past weekend, but I'm more talking about like have you guys seen like the TV show What If for the Disney Plus?
Yeah, Marvel What If. Yeah, Marvel.
So this question is more of a what if, right? Yeah. So I think like in the past 3 seasons in the Mike McCarthy era.
Yep.
I feel like the offense has been kind of inconsistent.
Yeah.
Whereas the defense with Dan Quinn, is if we look at it as a full product, it's been pretty awesome for the most part. And when Dan Quinn left Atlanta, he said, I had to reinvent myself, and sure enough, he did. He talked the talk, then walked the walk.
Sure.
Whereas McCarthy said like he had to, get in the lab and, work on his craft, but I'm just not seeing it, and I feel like we gotta pluck a somebody from the Lions staff, like the passing game coordinator there.
Yeah,
I love what he's doing there.
Just hire Ben Johnson, period. If it don't work
out, pluck somebody from the from the Rams.
Yo, Mario, let me tell you something, man. The chat was ready to hate on you a little bit. And what I'm saying? I can hear that you're a little nervous, and that's okay, my guy. Take a deep breath. It's safe here. This home. But boy, me and Sky with you, dog. Find one of these trees and steal somebody. This old shit is not the way. Go find one of McDaniel's guys. Go find like a running back coach from Shanahan. One of the Eagles characters. Hey, look, I like what you said. Go find one of them Lions dudes, and hey, let's give one of them young dudes a job, bro. I love what you're saying, man. Mario, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all the phone because we short on time. But boy, I'm with you. I'm with you. Good call, Mario.
Yeah, that's one of the more disappointing things coming into the year. I thought, okay, like he said, Dan Quinn reinvent himself. Was hoping that would happen with McCarthy, and the way the season started was weird. And so I was like, give him benefit of the doubt. It's weird right now, all these blowouts. But this was the game to showcase that. And if that's going to be the game plan against some of these better teams, Dak doesn't look good in this offense at all. Like, at least Sunday didn't. And that makes me nervous because that's not going to work. Like, I don't think Dak is going to be able to deliver in the structure that it is right now. So either A, move on, right? Or B, find somebody that you think can fit this. But how many quarterbacks do you think? Did you see the yards per route run in the game on Sunday?
Yeah.
All of our receivers were under 2 yards.
Yeah.
And Brandon Cooks averaged 0.29 yards per route run. 0.29. CeeDee Lamb 1.8. We can't have that, bro.
Plus, Scott, it's rarely, and let me just say this: the last 3 people that was on the phone, it's 4:45. Apologize, but please call in tomorrow, and we're gonna get y'all right in. Sorry, Scott. I people can poo on Dak all they want to, right? But I look at it like, what did you think of Tua prior to Mike McDaniels getting there? You know what I'm saying?
Ain't ready for that conversation.
They ain't ready. Or what's changing about Geno all of a sudden? Or what's changed about
they don't care, Voch.
Or what's changing about Baker Mayfield all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, dudes that just once upon a time, right, couldn't get Matthew Stafford been a lion his whole life, Scott.
Josh Allen wasn't shit till bro got, in his ear. But
Like it's like, bro, like people want to move on from quarterbacks so bad, man, but it's all scheme, bro. It's all scheme and play. Man,
I think again, I'm just trying to speak on the other side. I think it's the tenure, right?
Yeah.
Anything but. Remember you used to say that about the safety?
Yeah.
Anything but right now will satisfy these. And there's a lot of people who are really like loving this, by the way. But fans, by the way. Anything but will satisfy them. I don't think they really care about the results or the consequences. It's just anything but. Like my man said, I don't care. Anything but. And there's no thought process put into it. I think if you thoroughly put a thought process together, like, okay, let's rip this thing apart, start off with a different quarterback and a different coordinator or coach or whatever, I think then maybe we have some grace. But I truly believe if you just say, all right, let's get rid of this quarterback and insert some rookie into this situation, and that's what we're going to do, what we ran out Sunday,
sure.
Whoo, that's not going to be pretty. So I think you need to pair it, man. Shouts out to Bobby Swolik or whatever in Houston.
Yeah.
A guy who was on one of my lists. I kind of was interested in him. Pass game coordinator for the Niners. Look at the offenses that are doing some interesting things. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you're going to rip the Band-Aid, you got to rip the Band-Aid fully. Not just one or the other. Can't be a coach, can't be quarterback, both.
In the chat, Trip Aces is calling me a liar. That's the difference here, right? Ask Josh Allen. Ask Tua Tagovailoa. Ask Geno Smith. These are my examples, sir. Give me yours. Give me yours. We're talking about quarterbacks that you wouldn't even sneeze. Tua's the best quarterback in the league right now, just by whatever metrics you want to go by, because of coaching and scheme. These are my examples. Give me yours. Josh Allen couldn't hit a slant when he came into the league. Coaching matters. Give me yours, please. Por favor, please.
Like I said, I don't think I don't want to speak for people, but I just don't think they pretty much care. Watch. Like,
I want him to give me an example, Sky.
I feel you.
Por favor. I wish I knew how to say please in French, motherfucker. Por favor is all I got. Is all I got, Sky. Is all I got. Please.
And you know what? By the way, as a wait for him to answer.
Hold on, Sky. He said Josh Allen had to fix his throwing mechanic first. Who the fuck you think helped him with that?
Yeah.
Am I saying, Sky, am I off?
No. I mean, there's many examples of quarterbacks getting the right coach. I always say coaching matters, and it helps. The problem, we thought McCarthy getting to the barn, right? I'm changed man, all this others. Nah, he's nerfing this whole thing. The quarterback don't look comfortable in it, and this ain't gonna work. And if you think that you're just gonna throw in Trey Lance or a rookie into this exact same thing, it's gonna be worse.
Sky, Trip say, but Josh Allen still a turnover machine. Dayball gone. Dayball with the Giants in them.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck going on, dog? All right, man. Supers.
Anything but, bro. That's why
I said I wasn't gonna do this today, Sky. I broke my own roof, for content halfway. But god damn, Carl Lewis, what the fuck?
I mean, we could look at Brock Purdy too. I mean,
all right, let me hit refresh on.
It's weird for me to have an off day of the angriness. Earlier, I had my moment, but
I ain't doing this shit tomorrow. Shit, no, boy, y'all just ruining for everybody, boy. Supers. On the volume side, Lost in Translation Drive 5 says Sky got the business this morning. Sky is your turn. Voch is your turn now.
Yeah, I had a dude called in who said, I told you this, but I don't know if people heard this. They want Dak Prescott to talk to Trent Dilfer about the position.
About what? About what? Place to eat somewhere? About what? Broadcasting after football? What the fuck they talk about?
Oh, I tried to give him a chance too. He needs to talk to Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson. That's what I was told. I said, well, sir, what are you trying to insinuate? Well, because they had this defense. I said, well, let me ask you a question. Do you think this defense is a historical all-time defense right now? Or period, right? No, I don't. Well, then what do they need to talk to him for? He said, well, because they won Super Bowls. We got Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman in the backyard, but you want him to talk to Trent Dilfer?
He should talk to Tony Banks. Talk to that motherfucker too. Just talk to all of them.
Boy.
Oh, Sky, goddamn, I said I wasn't gonna do him. Michael Nelson dropped the deuce and says, is it true that they signed Evans or is it fake news? Someone close to the situation said that it's true. We don't wipe these 304s. Drop the deuce and says Dak should talk to Trent Dilfer. Yeah. I guess he's just trying to get me to ask Sky what happened this morning, but there we are, Sky. And on the Voch side. And we ain't even talked to a whole bunch of people today, Sky. Like, we ain't even.
It don't take a whole bunch.
It took 3 people, boy. Goddamn, 3 people really got me. LA Chargers fan, Drive 5 says, I thought y'all won an emotional game versus the 49ers. I thought if y'all won, okay, got you. It's a Chargers fan. He thought that if we had won this emotional game versus the 49ers, that the Chargers would have a good chance of beating us because we're off this emotional win. However, y'all's red zone is down and injuries.
We ain't even get to the red zone last one.
Yeah,
it's been struggle before that.
But y'all's red zone offense is down and injuries as we're getting healthy. 28-24 Chargers. That's cool. I ain't here to fight Chargers, man. I appreciate you being here, man. I love you to pieces, dog.
Yeah, I get what he was saying though, about you could have had like an emotional letdown after a big win, but you ain't getting none of that.
You getting pissed off and problems fixed. Yeah. Miss Hazel dropped a 5 in the super chat after calling us. Thank you, man. Twan dropped a 5 and says, if it's up to you, how many downhill linebackers do you want, vice versa cover linebackers? Well, I think what we do with safety makes them kind of cover linebackers. So I would love to have some downhill linebackers. How many?
Give me all of them.
Yeah, we can get them. Hey, just bring them in and just break the pool stick and let them fight to the death. We'll figure it out once we get there, bro. Real shit. Chris 214 dropped the deuce and says, is Gallup's contract avoiding a possible trade block? I think you could trade Gallup, but I don't think
they restructured it. But I don't know what. I think you can get out. I mean, you could trade anybody if you're willing to deal with the dead money. So sure.
Sheldon Johnson dropped the dime and says, if we think that Micah Parsons is a better player than Fred Warner, then we need to play Micah at the mic or a weak side linebacker and let him focus on creating havoc from that position.
Go ahead, Voch.
Well, I don't think you just play Micah in one spot. You know what I'm saying? Micah's different than Fred Warner, and you would benefit by playing Micah all over the place. You should play Micah at the edges. You should stunt Micah from the edges to the inside. You should play Micah at Mike and stunt him to the outside. Like, Micah's a dude that shouldn't be in just one spot. I don't advocate for Micah playing Mike the whole game. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like, use your matchups to your advantage. If you don't want Micah in rundowns versus Trent Williams like that. You want Micah getting upfield against guys or being safe behind Hankins in these runs. If Micah the fastest dude on the field, why not put it behind Hankins and just let him run free to the football? Like, that makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? When you keep Micah in one spot, like Warner, in which they're totally different players, but if you keep Micah in one spot, it's detrimental to your defense. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, he won't even be Fred Warner if you put him at backer. Like, Fred Warner has a sweat equity at the position. He has all those mental reps doing what he's doing, and that's why he is who he is. He's the best middle linebacker in the game. I don't care if you put Micah there for the rest of the year; it's going to take him some time to get there. So I'm with you. You move him around. I mean, you start him early downs there, second and longs, third and longs. Now you rush, right? But that Fred is a pure built in a goddamn.
He's built for it. He's made for linebacker.
Perfect middle linebacker. So where Micah, if that's all he did, it would take him a couple years, I think, to get to that mental part of the game. Physically, he's so gifted though that he still make plays. He still be one of the top middle linebackers. But Fred's just a different animal.
Fred is made in a lab for linebacker. Mike is the best athlete on the field. You say, hey, just put him in the middle and let him run. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference there. Let him run, let him go forward, let him go back. Trip said, respect Voch Lombardi. Great show. Appreciate you, Trip. I love what Trick said, even though me and Trick kind of disagree earlier. They said, I don't know how half of you going to watch the Cowboys if you hate Dak so much. That's real shit.
That's what I'm saying. I said this earlier. Like, there's people who have said the season's over, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, for your mental health, like, you probably should just not be in these type of shows or be on these internet streets. Like, and it makes sense to me. Because if I check out about something, I mean, if something makes me want to break my TV, makes me want to spam chats, spam the internet, be on every other, video or live stream or post raging, bro, or trolling or something, you might want to take a step back. That's not good for your mentals, man.
Scott, some people will copy and paste a message in all of our chat when we go live, and they'll say the same shit. Like, Sky ain't in my chat watching or like Law ain't in the chat, and you'll go to Law show like we ain't watching Law show. Like, dog, like just go outside, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if it's a wrap for you, bro, like we be here after the season. You know what I mean,
find a hobby you love to do, man.
You just gonna piss yourself off because look, when it win, no, they don't care. But as soon as a loss happens, they're gonna be right back to messing up their mental health because
I want Shador Sanders. I want Shador or Caleb Williams. I don't want nobody else.
And look, I'm not saying nobody should. I'm not saying. I'm telling you how to feel. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, if you are getting to a point where some dude broke a picture, right, breaking TVs, burning jerseys.
I'm not breaking shit, man.
Raging on the internet in chats all day, like there's grown folks all day doing this, and I'm just like, yo, man, are you okay?
This picture was $10 and this picture frame was $12. I ain't fucking up $22. I can do. I'm still cheap, Scott. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the volume. They pay us well, but I'm still cheap. I ain't breaking nothing in my house. Let's get these supers out of the way. Appreciate you, Sheldon. Cool Hand Lou Drop 5 and says, Voch, you are a gracious host. That's what I got. I be cussing these motherfuckers out. I think I did one time. Some people have a right to be wrong. Appreciate you, Cool Hand Lou. You're right. Chris 214 also came back and dropped another dime. That's for a deuce. That's four altogether. He says, does Dak no trade clause mean he has? I don't even talk about trade Dak. He's not trade. But yeah, I don't even know what no trade clause mean. I don't know. DM Matt Owen. He'll tell you everything you need to know.
He basically control wherever he want to go.
Wherever he want to go. Night 405 dropped the deuce and says, how would Dak do with Shanahan and
he killing that offense?
You crazy? Is you crazy? How would Dak do with Shanahan and the 49ers offense?
That real I mean, I know it's a real question, but I mean,
it's a real ass question.
I know it's a real question, but I think most people would agree he'd do well, right? I mean,
if you really think Dak is bad, then Dak will do bad in Shanahan's offense. If you think that,
somebody thinks that. I mean, I get people, I get it, don't like him, but I guess the people that say Dak sucks maybe will say no, he won't be good. But the people who are like, nah, Dak a good quarterback, I just don't believe in him no more. Like, you would agree that he'd do good in that offense.
People on the internet don't exist, guy.
Right.
Night 405. Okay, cool. Appreciate you, Night. Haida just dropped 5 and says, people, Trey Lance is. Let me read this first before I say it out loud. Okay. Trey Lance is just as responsible for this. Scott, he says Trey Lance is just as responsible for this loss as the rest of the team. He helped the D. Stop asking for Trey. Let's get through the season. Dog, Trey ain't do shit, dog. Trey could have gave you the signals, and that wasn't gonna stop you. And Larry Crane dropped the deuce and says they dumb, y'all right. I don't know if that's sarcasm, but shouts out to everybody for tuning in. That's something that's not dumb. So,
hey, something that I'm still working on. Voch, somebody said earlier, we talked about it with Brian. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna please everybody.
You're not, man. You're not. Roman Empire dropped a dime and says, "Yo, Voch, I have the same fights with my friends. Don't fight people in real life. They're not real people. I bring up making it to the playoffs, and my friends say, what does that have to do with winning a Super Bowl? Yeah, just don't even talk to him, bro. Appreciate you. Larry Kane dropped the 5. That's 7 altogether. He says, need a show with Voch and Nate Newton talking O-line talk. Hey, man, shouts out to Nate Newton.
Man, that'd be dope. But you don't have to pay his ass. Not you, but them.
I want to talk to Duke. That's what I want to talk to. Me and Duke can have a conversation.
Why not Nate? I think Nate's a good. Wait. Why not Nate, bro?
Huh?
Why not Nate? Or you just saying Duke as well?
Yeah, not the three of us. No. Hey, Nate's cool. I like Nate. I just really feel like me and like Duke could be a great dance partner for me in particular.
Gotcha. Nuance.
For sure. Nate Nate comes from a different era of football, and he speaks different era. Like
that's fair. I got you. I know. What
like if if you ask Nate what position somebody played, they'll say words like pulling guard or something. You know what I'm saying? And that's a position from his era. Like he his black belt comes from his era.
Got you.
My black belt is closer to Duke's era. You know what I'm saying? So just how me and him will flow. You know what I'm saying? But
appreciate the explanation because that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%, Mr. Wolf. Oh, that's the wrong button. Shit. Okay. Fancy violin. All right, cool. Here we go. Here we go. man.
I got an answer on that. Right? People who think he wouldn't do good in that offense.
Who wouldn't be good on it?
I was curious if we got an answer. Like if there were people that believed he wouldn't do good. I was just curious.
Oh, okay. Whew. Marcus Hardison. I hope Marcus got something encouraging for all this. Marcus Hardison says we got two. Let me stretch out the window so I can see. I can't see. Okay, it's cut off over here, so let me come to this one. Okay, hold on.
I'm about to say, let me get it.
No. I got it. Like you gonna read it? That'll be new. I
don't want to read it, but if I have to, I mean, I go. You know what? I'll copy paste it. Here you go. I got
No. Wait. It's right here. Here. I got it. Here we go. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, as me, Sky, and Nate Newton, by the way, at the volume. All right, cool. It's cool to run with the Lions, but when Lions are bleeding, no one stops to help. The Cowboys need to find their identity and quickly, while not validating harmful narratives. It's cool to run with the Lions, but when Lions are bleeding, no one stops to help. Then he says, albeit the organization and its fan base as a whole needs to renew albeit the organization and its fan base as a whole needs a renewed focus, we must follow one course until success. Embrace your toxicity, Voch, like Venom and Bane. Embrace our toxicity, Sky. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. You know what I mean? Gotta hit them.
I wish they did take the Hill mantra, but
yeah, but they not.
Because Jerry ain't gonna let them.
You know, my favorite attitude from a football team, Sky, recently is I like that Carolina Panthers team when Cam was in the MVP race. I think he won MVP.
He won MVP.
Yeah, cool. That's one of my favorite offenses, right? Because they was arrogant, they had fun, they scored, they shitted on people, and every time they scored, they took a football and handed it to a kid in the
stadium. Yeah.
In the stand, and they was getting fined for that, right? They was getting fined for like illegal celebration, shit like that. But they was like, fuck it. We gonna do what we want to do. We handing footballs to children. And they just kept running up points, dog. And that defense played tough, hard-nosed defense, and that offense just kept, regardless of what they were saying, hey, I don't like Cam, he's arrogant. I don't like these guys. Ted Ginn is washed. Why are they breaking the rules? And they just kept scoring points and looking and they'll look in the camera like this, and they were like,
did the Superman. That was a Superman.
You mad, huh, mother? I know you mad. Shit. That was one of my favorite offensive personalities or whatever, right? Just as a team offense, because they was like, man, I don't care nothing about what y'all think, bro. And I would love for the Cowboys to take that, to take that type of attitude. Just, hey, let's just score points. And I don't care nothing about what y'all say. Hey, Dak, what you think about Bar Scott? Man, I just want Dak to say, man, fuck Bar Scott. So I just want that Scott.
Yeah, that was Cam's Auburn year.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 year, and he had an Auburn. It was his Auburn year in the pros, and it was fun. That was a very fun year.
Fun year, man. Chat, love y'all to pieces, man. Love y'all to pieces.
Scout, he is. I wouldn't say significant, but Sunday he was, I should say. He said, "Can we admit that Dak is in a significant slump?" Sunday, I wouldn't call it a lump in general, but Sunday it was. It's terrible.
Yeah, but our whole team was trash. Tim Arnold says Dak can't hit a freaking mesh. Well, he can because he's done it before, but Fred Warner broke that bitch up.
He's done it multiple times this year.
I'm not finna. Download DraftKings, promo code VOCH, pay $5, Get 200 back in beautiful bonus bets. Follow the volume. Follow VOCHLOMBARDI Voch Lombardi everywhere. Skywalker, Steele Skywalker, STEELE on social medias, and follow him in the morning, A to Z Dallas, 8:30 to 10:30. Love y'all to peace, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Me and Rome gonna be doing some work, so I love y'all, man. Bye. I guess, man.
Shit. After today, I bet they is.
They ain't coming back.
They weren't even supposed to be getting over to 5 o'clock.
Oh, man. The one thing we say is, guys, we're not going to 5. 5:05,